configuration of our world. Fascinating discussion. We're going to take some of your calls with him this hour as well. Next hour, we're talking with some producers and filmmakers of a movie called The Gallows. It is an incredible story. And then in our final hour tonight, we're going to have open lines for you on Coast to Coast AM. You're going to hear a lot tonight about Square Trade. They want to get the word out, and they want to get the word out in a big way about insurance for your smartphone. So let's get right into it. You know, Square Trade has protection plans that are half the cost of what some of the other carriers would have. You know, most of them charge $10, $11 a month plus $199 deductible. Square Trade phone protection is less than $5 a month, much lower deductible. So listen up, you can save over $240 a year. I've got Square Trade. Haven't had to use it, but I'm glad I have it. And now you know. Stop overpaying for phone insurance. Switch to Square Trade and save hundreds of dollars. Now, how do you make this switch? Well, it's easy. First of all, you're not under a contract with insurance. You are for the service, but not the insurance, so you can cancel that anytime. Go to squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
Achy muscles and joints slowing you down? Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray provides fast, odor-free pain relief for all those hard-to-reach places, perfect for on-the-go pain relief. And now introducing the new Blue Emu Anti-Itch Cream, made with a... And you won't stink.
I love mosquitoes. They're so cute. Their cute little wings and pokey little mouth. I just want to cuddle with one. Make it my little mosquito pet. I'll call him Skeety. Said no one ever. There's mosquito repellent, and then there's mosquito dead. Kill them with Terminix Mosquito Service. Kills more than 90% in 2 to 3 weeks, and it's safe to use around people and pets. Call 1-800-TERMINIX today. 1-800-TERMINIX. Death to mosquitoes.
WFLA, your Gator Nation station.
Okay, welcome back to Coast. Gordon Asher Davidson with us. We'll get to your calls in a second. Gordon, all this information that we've been talking with you about, how did it come to you? How did you get it?
Right. Well, as I said, I've had a very long meditation practice for over 40 years.
Right.
And during the last 20 years, I actually have opened up a contact with a spiritual master, someone who is very involved with the actual implementation of this whole process we've been talking about, with this plan to actually transform and transfigure the world. And so that is my contact, and through that communications, it's telepathic conversation. It's not channeling, it's an actual conversation. And in that, I can dialogue about any question, any subject. And I have been doing this for such a long time, and I use that information for making decisions and planning projects that I do. And it has proven to be extraordinarily reliable over a very long period of time. So I have a great deal of trust in it. Of course, you would have to go out in public with the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Well, there is no question that something very unusual is happening to this planet. I can sense it. I can sense it with people. But here's my perspective, Gordon, and tell me what you think about it and your take. Sure. I think you're probably right that the forces of light are going to defeat the forces of darkness. But I still think we're in the middle of one heck of a bad time. And, it's based on my gut instinct, nothing more. But I just have a feeling that people are reacting to things in a very strange way. They seem uptight. I don't feel as if they're enlightened or particularly, jovial or happy. There's something else going on here. And I still feel as if there's some force out there, some very dark, negative force, which is influencing billions of people. Now, that's my feeling based on just instinct.
I would say I fundamentally agree with that. That's the current condition, because I'm not saying that the cabal has been completely eliminated and is not somewhat active in the world as it has been, but not so that with the kind of power and absolute control that they had previously. But they're still very present and active, and they're always fomenting dissension and fear and anxiety and doing everything possible to make things really difficult. There's no doubt about that. I totally agree with that. The other thing that's going on, though, is when you have the descent or inflow of a tremendous amount of light and spiritual stimulation, not only we help them to transform it and transmute it. That's also going on at the same time. And not only is it going on within people themselves and their own internal process, it's going on within all our institutions. Because what we have now is this massive revelation of all the corruption and deceit and manipulation that's going on, especially in the financial world, but also in the media and in politics and in the pharmaceutical industry, wherever you look. And so in my book, Transfiguration of Our World, I talk about in detail how this is actually shifting. And there's really a lot of going on that is very positively indicating that we're moving in that direction. But, we're still in the middle of the process. It's not complete by any means. And so, yes, I think what you're highlighting is real for many, many people. And there are also people who are now, through their own internal process, getting to a place where they can say, okay, I see that if I hook into all that and activate the negative potential future scenarios for our planet, I'm just contributing to the problem. Whereas the idea that we are creative, powerful, spiritual creators, and that what we hold as our future actually has validity and can help create that future, that's a very powerful recognition, and that's something that the cabal has worked very hard to prevent us from fully understanding our own creative power. And I think that's really important. And the galactics also have a very careful calibration of the energies that they and support they give to us, so that they don't override our free will, so that we have to make the choices and help, deal with this darkness and control systems. And every time we do, then they can give more help and support to us, because they have to honor that free will principle. But it's an ascending spiral. And so as we do more and we wake up and we see what's really going on and demand change, that means they can help us all the more. So it's a very interesting dynamic there as well. I fundamentally agree. It's not a happy planet at the moment.
No. So what's the process in terms of timing? Well, when do we eradicate? I'll call it evil. You call it darkness. When do we start wiping that out?
Okay. Now I'm going to say some things that are.
¿Qué pasó otra vez? No, pero cada rato se para eso.
Make my previous statement seem even mild in comparison. But what I'm getting very, very clearly is that we are moving to a point where there's going to be a tremendous inflow of energy to our planet, fundamentally love energy, really, but very powerful and high frequency love energy that's going to pour into this planet. And in order for people to be here on the planet, they will have to have some fundamental, at some level, understanding that love is a core principle of the universe, and be able to resonate to whatever degree with that love energy. Doesn't mean people have to be perfectly loving or anything like that, but they have to be able to resonate with that frequency. If they aren't able to do so, they will not be able to remain on the planet. That's going to be the energy intensity that will come in, and that is and I know this is quite out there in terms of.
It's profound. That's for sure.
It is, but we needed to have something, some way where there can be a shifting. And all those people who can't go with love at this time, of course, all the people who are in violence and hatred and all the rest, will be taken to places or allowed to move into systems where they will find places to evolve at the frequency that they're holding based on their own internal state. And but all of us here on the planet will continue to be here and be able to be in a higher state of consciousness at the same time. We're not leaving our bodies, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay here, but we'll be able to be in this higher consciousness that there is, in fact, one life, one humanity, one world. We're all in one being. And in that higher consciousness, we will be the team that regenerates and rebuilds this planet.
Ay, me pegué. Ay, me di muy...
Are you saying, Gordon, that the haters are going to be taken off the planet?
Yes, I am.
Goodbye, haters.
Yes.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, indeed. Indeed there are. And that...
So, poof, they're going to be gone.
Yeah, they will go off into the astral plane and can... So then they will go into places to evolve, which may not be places you'd want to go visit on vacation, but will be at the frequency that they hold. So all the people who believe in, we're going to, we have to fight and kill and destroy in order to survive, that's the world they'll want you to have.
Will this be like what we have grown to understand as hell?
Not really. Because, in fact, surrounding all of this and wherever people end up being is what I've been told is called the matrix of love. That everything that exists on this planet and in all systems is held in a matrix of love. Now, human beings can violate that matrix and can do all kinds of it. We have free will. We can do whatever we choose. But that matrix still holds and surrounds every single being in our entire universe, as far as I understand. And that means they will be given they'll be held and they will be given opportunities to continue their evolution. But it will be at levels of consciousness that fit their own state when this all comes to pass.
Will we be able to change, or are these light forces, are these beings going to change it for us and make this a better place?
It's an absolutely co-creative, mutually created process. There is what's called the Galactic Light Alliance, which are all those civilizations who uphold the principle of free will and lighted evolution on all systems. And then there are many, many, many people now on the planet who have become aware of these civilizations and are working with them one way or another, consciously or sometimes very consciously, sometimes, and sort of second or third state removed. But they are working to help humanity move us forward to
Ojalá cuando paremos esto sigan hablando más o menos de lo mismo.
Meet the needs of humanity.
Y no se
That cooperative relationship, which we call that the Earth Light Alliance, is now woven together with the Galactic Light Alliance.